Hey guys, how's it going? Julian here. Welcome back to Sgcarmart Reviews. You know, electric cars, they come in different sizes, shapes, and arguably colors. In the age of electrification, some cars make it and some cars don't. Today, we have the Mercedes-EQ E350 Plus. And I reckon this is one of those electric cars that will make it. Today's video is sponsored by Goldlion. If you're looking for any tasteful, high quality and classic shirts like this one, click on the link in the description below. The Mercedes-Benz EQE 350 Plus is priced at $418,888. The single electric motor produces 288 brake horsepower and 565 Newton meters of torque. The single-speed transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.4 seconds. The 90.6 kWh battery capacity provides a drive range of 669 km. For more details on the Mercedes-Benz EQ E350 Plus or any other car, head on to sgcarmart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. Up front, I kind of like the EQE 350 because at least the car is not in black. I've seen this car in black. It looks horrible because there's no color contrast at all, right? It'll be black, black, black. The whole thing will be black. It's like a blob of black car on the road. So thankfully, this car comes in white. You get very clear contrast, but more importantly, there's impeccable attention to detail with the EQE 350. Now, if you come forward, you will actually see a lot of all this Mercedes-Benz logo right here. And it doesn't stop there because it continues right here on the inside of the headlamps as well. So a lot of thought has been put into this and you can really sort of appreciate it. If those of you who like those small little attention, the small details, this is cool. Now at the side, this car comes with 21 really cool looking wheels. The only problem and one complaint that I have about it is just multi-spoke. And you know how it happens, right? When it's multi-spoke, cleaning and washing is gonna be a big headache. But multi-spokes by nature always look really nice. And I think this is really simple and very, very straightforward. And of course, like the EQS, the washer is actually here. That's because you can't open the bonnet, again like the EQS. So you have to top up the water via this charging looking pot, but it's not. Of course, the EQE badge right here tells you that you're driving an EQE. But what's really cool though, what I really like is this flush door handles right here, and it pops out like this whenever you want to unlock or whenever you are opening the doors. And of course, this car comes with rear wheel steering as well. So that's always a good thing, especially a car of this size. Now, admittedly, at the back, it's one of my favorite areas, like recent cars that I've reviewed as well, I know, but I like this place, right? This has the tail light spanning the width of the rear. You have spoiler here, but here's the thing, right? The brake lights don't just appear here, it actually appears here as well. So it looks really, really nice and grand, especially at night. Now, if you open up the boot, you'll be faced with 430 liters worth of hauling capacity. This admittedly is slightly smaller than the BMW i4, which has 470 liters. Smaller, yes, but it's still very much usable. As you can see, we can put several Goldlion bags right here. Luggage will definitely pass the anti-trolley's length test as well, so very usable. Now at the back, it's crazy comfortable. The seats are really good to the touch. It's really soft and it's really, really nice as well. You get ample leg room here as well as headroom. Obviously, the chair has already been adjusted, moreover, so it's really good. But what I can really appreciate is the fact that, personally, I don't like my cars white in color, especially the cabin, but this I can really appreciate. I mean, the whole place looks really clean. It looks very premium. It looks very, very luxurious. Honestly, I think Mercedes really got this spot on because even the carpets right here, if you see, they're all white in color as well. You also get ISOFIX points here, and if it's just the two of you guys, you can enjoy a cup of coffee. There you have it. And of course, there are magazine holders right here. Did I already tell you guys about the aircon vents? Of course, there are aircon vents right here. So you also get the aircon vents. You have two USB-C ports right here for charging. And more importantly, there are also hooks on both sides for you to hang your stuff just like that. There you have it. Now at the helm, you're faced with very luxurious multifunctional steering wheel. This is also white, and you don't get to see something like this very often. Obviously, there's a downside to this. If your hands are constantly dirty and you're touching all the different surfaces, I think it'll be best if you clean your hands, wipe them dry before touching it. Otherwise, this place is just gonna be filled with dirt. But still, I reckon it's a very nice color. It's very unique, at least to me. Behind the steering wheel, you're faced with a very sharp and crisp digital instrument panel, but that's not what I want to emphasize. Even though all the information can be found there, this is what I want to talk about. This is a huge infotainment system, really clear, really easy to use. It's very straightforward. There are more goodies because there are a lot of ample storage spaces here. Get a really deep storage space right here. It's like really, really deep. You can put all your stuff inside there. You also have two cubby holes right here. You can put, let me see, what can you put? Oh, you can put phone right here, or you can put a nice wallet like the Goldlion wallet right here as well. There's also a wireless charging pad inside there, and it doesn't end here. There are also more storage spaces right here. You can just chuck a couple of your stuff right there, like the wallet as well as your phone, the full thing right there. And because it's rubberized pad below, if you drive like a maniac, it's not gonna move around, so that's really nice. And even if you're afraid it's gonna move around, there's always this nice elastic band right here. You can just put the Goldlion wallet nicely like this. Only question is, can this car drive as nice and luxurious as it looks? It's one way to find out. So the Mercedes-EQ EQE 350 that we have here feels immediately more nimble and agile compared to the EQS that we had previously, right? I mean, it's smaller, yes, but it's still a sizable car, this, because I actually have a little bit of problem placing it on narrow lanes like now. It is very wide, it is huge, and I actually can't see the nose of the car properly, so it sort of gives me a little bit. I kind of need to gauge, and I kind of need to look at the mirrors constantly, side mirrors, to make sure that I am not out of my lane. But anyway, at least it gives this car ample presence on the road. If a car like this comes from you from behind, you're definitely going to know it's an EQE. This car comes with a 90.56 kilowatt hour battery. So when we first got the car, it was about 660 kilometers worth of range. We're down to 455. I've been driving this car for a couple of days now. It's very refined. It's very typically Merc. And you know, like how all electric cars, it goes like the wind, right? This car comes with 288 brake horsepower and 565 Newton meters of torque. Torque on tap, nonetheless. It finishes a century sprint in some 6.4 seconds. It's madness. It feels more like a sub 5 second car than a 6.4 second car for some reason. And although it's only 288 brake horsepower, it certainly goes quick enough. And despite its size, which is inevitable through Benz, this car will still be able to hold its own very, very well. And despite its 2.35 ton weight, it overtakes like nobody's business, just like this. It's easy to go over speed limits, especially in an electric car, and especially in a car like this. But the good thing about this car is I managed 5.9 kilometer per kilowatt hour, which is not too far off from the 5.4 that's stated in the spec sheet. So this car it'll definitely get the job done. I mean, overtaking maneuvers are done with ease. It's very comfortable. It's very refined. It's still your luxury class car. It'll fit your family of 5. I mean, it'll fit my annoying kids, but I mean, you know, it gets the job done. But I think what I really do like about the EQE 350 best of all is not how fast it is, it's not how grand looking it is, it's not how big or sizable it is. It's genuinely because it manages to soak up all the bumps and ruts with absolute ease. Just like an E-Class, a regular E-Class, but maybe slightly better. And I kind of like that. It's very comfortable. Makes me feel like a tauke. So the big question, of course, is the Mercedes-EQ EQE 350 a will buy, won't buy, or go try? Now, I reckon you should go try the car because initially, when I first got the car, right, it took me a while to get to a liking to this car. It was initially a won't buy for me because I was really I really couldn't get used to this. But after a while, I started falling, I wouldn't say falling in love, but I started liking the car more. It has that tauke feel, it has that luxury feel, and it's nevertheless still a Merc, which is always a desirable thing. But I reckon the most desirable is the fact that the EQE 350 at this point in time has got no competitors in its class. The closest car that comes close to this would probably be the BMW i4. Yes. So that makes this car a little special, a little bit more desirable. It's like almost a car in its own class. Almost. So you should go try the car. So before we end off this video, we'd like to thank Goldlion for sponsoring this episode. If you're looking for any fashionable men's apparel for Chinese New Year or any other festive occasions, you can check out the link which is in the box below. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment in the comment box below and let us know what you think about the Mercedes-EQ EQE 350. Is it a will buy, won't buy, or is it a go try? Also, you can follow us on TikTok. Our handle is @Sgcarmart. In the meantime, stay safe, be well. Ciao. Will, what's your name? Wei Feng. So where do we start now? For you to hook your stuff.
The marker lah.
Oh, right. Well, let me just make this done first. Woohoo! Below. And I have nothing else to say.